History remembers kings and conquerors as legends. But some ruled through fear. Their names became symbols of cruelty. These are 5 of the harshest rulers in history. Let's count them down. Russia, 1547. Ivan IV takes the throne. History remembers him as Ivan the Terrible. He created a secret police force and ruled through fear. Villages burnt, thousands died. But his most infamous act was personal. He killed his own son. With his own hands. Ivan the Terrible. A ruler consumed by paranoia. You know him as Dracula, the vampire, the myth. But the real man was far more terrifying. Vlad III of Wallachia became infamous for one thing: impalement. Thousands of enemies were left to die on wooden stakes. But Vlad was more than a cruel ruler. He was a brilliant strategist. When the Ottoman army marched against him, they found a horrifying display designed to spread fear. Vlad the Impaler. The man who turned terror into a weapon, and often won. But his story is far more complicated than most people realize. Some rulers conquered with swords. Stalin conquered with fear. As leader of the Soviet Union, he oversaw purges, labor camps, and policies that left millions dead. But what made Stalin truly terrifying wasn't just the numbers. It was the method. People disappeared. Neighbors reported neighbors. Friends betrayed friends. An entire nation lived in fear of a knock on the door in the middle of the night. Joseph Stalin, a ruler who turned fear into a system. Before there was Stalin, before there was Ivan, there was Timur, known in the West as Tamerlane. He built one of history's most feared empires. His campaigns devastated cities across Asia and the Middle East. According to some estimates, millions died as his armies advanced. In some conquered cities, towers of human skulls were reportedly raised as warnings to anyone who resisted. Yet Timur saw himself as a great ruler, a protector, a man destined for greatness. Timur, the conqueror who spread fear across continents, and believed he was justified. You expected Stalin, maybe Vlad, maybe even Timur, but the most shocking name on this list is a king. King Leopold II of Belgium. While the world looked away, Leopold claimed the Congo as his personal possession. Not a colony, his possession. Forced labor, brutal quotas. Millions suffered under his rule. Historians estimate that between 10 and 15 million people died during this period. And Leopold never had to witness it himself. He simply collected the profits. King Leopold II, the ruler who hid cruelty behind respectability. And our number 1. 5 rulers, 5 legacies of fear. But history is full of names that almost made this list. Who would you add? Tell us in the comments. And if you think Vlad the Impaler was more than just a monster, stay tuned, his story is coming next. List Orbis, the world ranked.